Yo. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. Slap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap. Yo. Hello. Repub. Repub. Mr. Repub. I didn't sleep that well yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. And then, I'm not eating right now because we're gonna go into story mode. So because of that, I don't want to be eating while I'm doing story mode because then, you know, YouTube and stuff won't be a good look. So. Excuse me. When do I begin? A few weeks. Few weeks, couple weeks, something like that. I'm scheduled to do jury duty. So it was kind of like I was gonna start earlier, but then I was like, well, I might have jury duty though, and then they're like, oh, yeah, okay, and I was like, yes, more weeks of freedom. Another week of freedom. So, yeah. You've never been called? That's kind of crazy. I think I was called once when I was in college, but then because I was in college, I like was able to like not have to go or something, I think, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. My mom did something. My mom did something and then I didn't have to go. So, I don't know what happened. Ah, 2016. Okay. Oh, I didn't even really consider that at all. That you lived somewhere else. I don't know why I didn't consider that. You weren't in Massachusetts until 2016. Or you were you weren't like a resident. Yeah, you were a student while in Massachusetts, but not like, yeah. So I haven't done any of these things yet, so I'll have to get people's opinions on this too. But the main thing will be the Four Guardians Karin's chapter. So does this mean we're gonna have one on all of the girls? We're gonna have a Sakuya one, Karin Sakuya, and Laylin or something, maybe? I was told to do the level that gives stones always. Really? I think I remember when I was in the Discord, people were saying MP points, and then some people were saying plus points. So I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. How many chapters was there here? There was 13 plus the epilogue and the other in the prologue. So if we go by that for this, we might expect the same. Almost said magic stones, but maybe it's when you have thick stam. Who knows? Didn't he quit? Like, what happened? What made him come back? Did he like try to quit and then didn't quit, or did he quit temporarily because he had to because of other reasons, and then once he was able to not, he came back? If you quit though, you gotta quit. If you quit, you have to quit, because if you come back, you're done forever. You're done forever. Unless it's like, it's gotta be like years before you come back. Maybe. But you come back after like a couple months, like not even a full year. I don't know his storyline. I'm just, because people have done this with like Smash and other things before, so I was just rambling. Like if you leave something, usually if you announce you're leaving something, you're like more likely to come back. The proper way to leave something is to just kind of fade out of existence and not really mention it. That's, if you're actually trying to leave something, that's the way to do it. You don't announce it. You just kind of keep it to yourself, fade out on your own. You don't mention it on Twitter. Now, I know that's like a little bit different, because like if you are someone that's streaming something consistently, then people are gonna ask like, yo, what's the deal? So then you're kind of gonna have to answer, unless you want to be a jerk and just go radio silent, but so it's a little different, but anyway. Let me make sure I got stuff right. So because of we're not doing the Pokemon music this time, so I spent time today trying to find music that would be a good replacement. Battle music was easier to find. The music that I actually have found the most difficult to replicate is the like to be continued end of the chapter narration type of music. So might be a little bit but we'll see. None of it is actual video game music too. That is what I was also trying to do. I didn't want to just like take like, you know, Mario against Bowser and Mario 64 music as the battle music. Like, nah, come on. It was cool with the Pokemon one because it was from the show, so it was like at least a little bit more different. But anyway, anything I should know before I begin? Oh, actually, what is this new version of Karin that I'm gonna get? I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. Oh, is it this? Okay. 3 times attack for God and Dragon. Okay. Not bad. 2 times HP and attack. 7 times attack adds 3 combos. Okay. No, it's not crazy. It's not like amazing damage. It's pretty solid though. 3 7Cs, Jammer. The unfortunate thing with having something like Jammer or Poison Res on something that you're trying to lead with is that, like, if you're leading with something that's the same, you're like kind of uselessly having double Jammer blocks, but it's fine. It's like with Virgil having double full blind blocks kind of a deal. So okay, and this comes from this. Oh nice, so I won't even have to like devolve stuff. I'll just evolve this into this. Yeah, that's true. The 15 seconds is quite generous. That is quite generous. Fair point, fair point. The 3 times attack for God and Dragon is nothing to snuff at either. I like the way that this dragon guy's mouth like is like most like blue, but then like the bottom part here is like pinkish reddish. Kind of neat. Kind of neat. Is there a thing like in the Haku story? We got that one guy that I'm blanking on what his name was or where he is. I have no idea where he is, if I'm gonna be honest. This guy. Is there like one of these types of guys that we're gonna get from the story? I guess that doesn't matter too much if I know that or not. We are? Cool. That's kind of cool. Alright. Good to know. I should put that in how do I do multi-select? Go down here. Chrono. This, because this is an equip? Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Make sure I don't have any equips here that, okay, yeah, we want to move that. And then this, and this, and this. Into here. Okay. It's a little bit better than that guy. Okay. It's cool. And clear. Boom. Can you yell at me during stretch time and help me stretch my aching quads and bursitis? Quad stretch. So like, do you mean you want to do like this kind of a stretch, or like a lunge kind of a, like a hip flexor, or quad? both hurt? Huh. Do I just have to remind you, or do I have to like come up with stretches? Because those are two different asks. Asks. I think never mind. Okay. Shrugger's reminder. Okay, that's yeah, that's probably better. Okay. Are we ready to begin the story mode? Are we ready? I think we're ready. I think we're settled in enough. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Outside tendon. Okay. Alright, so we're doing the Four Guardians Karin's chapter, not Karin, maybe that'll come later. Karin's chapters. We're going story mode. I don't really know how the prologue's gonna sound like or whatever, so let's just jump into the prologue. When the flowers are swept to the winds, 9 calamities and a blessing in 4 colors shall descend upon the land. Okay. The words of a long-lost legend passed down in the eastern lands. Unrest spreads throughout the realm, as if to remind people far and wide of this fearsome prophecy. Fagin, Haku, and Meimei have been driven into a corner by the 4 noble ones who have turned against them. What fate awaits them? Meanwhile, Karin and Leyland journey west on behalf of their master Fagin. Seconds before the attack on the village of the Guardians, Karin the Seiryu and Leyland the Suzaku are en route to the sacred land of Mount Kunlun with a letter from Fagin the Koryu. I'm trying. Atop those holy peaks lives the divine beast Fang Huang, who once fought alongside Fagin in the Holy Wars. But what perils await the 2 guardians? We shall find out. Pretty decent beginning the journey music, don't you think? I thought it was a good one when I found it. I was like, ooh, this is perfect for the prologue. Alright, chapter 1. Seiryu and Suzaku. Let's go. Hey Leyland, are you sure this is the right way? We've been walking for days now. Really, Karin? Again? That makes, let's see, 492 times you've complained since we left the village? What? You've been counting? Give me a break. Should I add that one to the tally? Grr. Alright, already. Anyway, just how far away is this place? Mount Kunlun is a holy land. Far to the west. You think this trek is rough? Just wait until you see the cliffs. Hey, so could you quit trying to crush my spirit every chance you get? Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Karin. Our training prepared us for every eventuality, even a journey such as... Tell that to my aching feet. If I'd known it was so far, I would have conned Haku or Meimei into going, Leyland. Are you even listening? Shh. Can't you feel that, Karin? It seems that while we were talking, something snuck right up on us. Ah, but what in the world? What the fuck? Hold up. Excuse me? Who dis? Ariel? Well, well, I had hidden my presence, but you girls just looked so delicious and I let my guard down. What a bunch of creeps. Gross. Doesn't look like we can hash this out by talking. Time to fight, Karin. Try attacking with 3 more colors at once. Okay. Let's try attacking with 3 more colors at once. Wow. Look at that skyfall. Oh shit, boss battle already? Okay, okay, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, I'm green, red, red, okay. I didn't really bother checking what these things are. I'm just gonna combo the things that I know are the correct colors. And hope it's good enough. And we get there. Gak! What's with these brats? They told me I had to stop you before you made it any further. Who are you? And why did you attack us in the first place? Kek? Or probably more like kick. I'll give you one word of warning. Turn back now. What awaits you is hell itself. Hell? What are you talking about? We're incarnations of the divine beast. If hell's waiting for us, we have to go. How was that? Pretty cool, right? Up until that last part. Kiki. Then go ahead. I'm sure the ones who sent me will want to greet you personally. Who says that? Who says What? He just vanished. I wonder who he was talking about. I don't know, but it may have something to do with that letter Master Fagin asked us to deliver. Maybe. It feels like something just waiting to happen. Karin and Leyland are waylaid by foes on their way to Mount Kunlun. What awaits you is hell itself. Oh, that was a quote. The two guardians pick up the pace, spurred on by this ominous declaration. It's weird. Anyone know how many chapters of this there is, by the way? It's weird to use like battle music so early because it's like, I think I should skip that song because I think that song has lyrics, but it's weird to do battle music so early because they're like already super easy, but it's fine. The Monstrous Warrior, Chapter 2. Let's roll. Hey Leyland, any idea what that guy before meant by hell? I don't know, but Master Fagin must have sent us here because he sensed some kind of unrest. Alright, let's roll. Speed run. Okay, not that much of a speed run, but... This letter. What's written in it? How would I know? Master Fagin trusts us to give this letter to the Master of Mount Kunlun. How about we sneak a peek? Absolutely not. If you even think of something like that, Master Fagin will put us through some hellish training when we get back. Back! Probably not wrong. Uh-oh. Sha Wujing. Hey there, little ladies. Is that thing a girl or a guy? Anyway. Little ladies. Little ladies. Shut up. Can't you just be quiet? What's this now? Little ladies. Are you referring to us? Of course. You see any other little ladies around here? Right here. A little lady riding a big old piggy. I told you to shut it, Zubaji. We're about to get some answers. What's with these two? Are they enemies like the last group? Don't play dumb with me. You're in cahoots with those guys from before. Prepare yourselves. No clue what's going on here, but it looks like we'll have to fight it out. Ladies mod check? Drew. Alright, there's some blue there. One shot. What up, Toby? Doing some story. Okay, I was about to check. I was like, I don't have FUA, right? Oh no, my tummy's grumbling. Tag in. Fight seriously, dagnabbit. Lousy good for nothing. Let's go. Fine then, I shall deal with you myself. Okay, okay. That's what you think, pal. That's what you think, bub.
Good night, Miss Dark.
Whatever. Whatever, we're taking this guy down. One shot? No, not one shot. Okay. Okay, okay, not one shot. I see you. I see you, not one shot. Maybe we got a real battle on our hands. Maybe we got a real battle on our hands here. Diagonal. There we go. Poke the nose gator. True. There it is. Huff huff. Tell me, who are you? Those monsters earlier disappeared when we beat them, but you don't? Hey, that's our line. You're the ones who turned your blades on ordinary virtuous acolytes like us. You don't exactly seem ordinary. She's got you there. You're anything but ordinary, Sha Wujing. Can it, Zubaji? Whose side are you on anyway? So, who are you? Judging by those skills, you aren't average run-of-the-mill folk. We are disciples from the village of the Guardians. We're on our way to Mount Kunlun at the behest of Lord Fagin the Koryu. What? Is this true? You betcha. I'm Karin the Seryu, and this is Leyland the Suzaku. I see. Well then, please accept my apologies. We had just been assaulted by enemies and assumed you'd be more of their ilk. Try apologizing for that ugly mug, too. I am Shu Wujing, and this is Zhu Baji. We are acolytes of the monk Zhang, we promised to meet here. I know that name, Zhang, the wise monk who purified himself in Bharat, and now travels the land advocating peace. Master Zhang journeyed to your village to seek Lord Keiyu's aid in investigating the growing darkness. I see. So you guys are heading to Mount Kunlun just like us? Precisely. You catch on quickly. Why don't we travel together? That work for you, Zubaji? As long as you stay behind, sure. Enough already. Right. Let's go. Friends. Karin and Leyland decided to join forces with Zhang's disciples, Sha Wujing and Zhu Baji. And I know I'm getting like everything's name wrong, but whatever. Passing through the gate leading into Mount Kunlun, the group heads towards the heart of the mountain. Also of note, some of the vocab words they're dropping in this story, I'm just saying, acolytes, ilk, behest. And there's been others, I'm just blanking already, but also hi, elemental. I didn't say hi initially when you came in because I was reading the dialogue and stuff, but hello. Hello. So we got friends now, huh? Alright, we can jump off this song. Alright. Wait, did you guys tell me how many chapters are there in the story? Because can anyone take a peek for me if they've already finished? I just want to get an idea of what I'm working with here. 12 and then one more for the epilogue. Is that right? Okay. Okay. So we're still trying to figure out what's going on, basically. Epilogue is 12. Wow, okay. Epilogue is 12. Okay. Alright, we can work with that. Alright, what's next in the story? Or hold on, let the next song start. Alright, chapter 3. The Master of Mount Kunlun. Here we go. I haven't looked at what the skills are on these other guys. I don't think I've ever used these as subs. Lady Seru, Lady Suzaku, is this your first time visiting Mount Kunlun? Just call us Karin and Leyland. Well, we've heard tales of this place, but this is our first time here. Is that right? Truth be told, Zubaji and I have been here before. Oh, really? Then you've met the master of Mount Kunlun? Kunlun? No, we never made it past the gate. There's a barrier, see, and only those deemed worthy may enter. They kicked us out because they were scared of your face, Xiao Wujin. Baka. Oh, of course. Karin, don't be disrespectful. But just now we walked right in, so are we judge-worthy? No, I doubt it as simple as that. I doubt as simple as that. If I had to guess, what is it? Well, I think we found our answer. On your guard, everyone. They're here. We gotta fight our way in. Gotta fight our way in. Oh, blinding? Blinded by the light. Take him out. Boof. Easy, easy. Come and get some. It's a low-level boss guy. I'm not gonna music it up for this one. You don't deserve no special tunes. Potential Skyfall. Let's see if we get any. Oh, if I did opposite colors, we would have got Skyfall. The enemy is the answer? What are you trying to say, Xiao Wujing? Mount Kunlun is a sacred place. Those with wicked hearts should be repelled by the barrier and unable to enter. Ah, of course, so that's why you weren't allowed in last time. Poor lizard lips. Keep it together, Xia. The fact that monsters like this that are here proves that the barrier has weakened. Then that means something must have happened to the master of Mount Kunlun. Right, we'd better hurry. Mount Kunlun, a sacred land where only the worthy may enter, has been overrun with enemies that attack the group. What has happened to the master of the mountain? Who maintains the barrier? Or what has happened to master? Who maintains the barrier? I asked it more like a question. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yoinking some stones, doing some stories. The Divine Beast. The Divine Beast, Chapter 4. Let's go. 2 levels. The Master's Manor is just ahead. Sheesh. I'm getting goosebumps just looking at that place. Such overwhelming awe and majesty. So this is the Master of Mount Kunlun? As expected, he's on another level. That face of yours is pretty inspiring too. Or should I say, awful. The way that cut to the next floor, the next line made that weird to read. Oh well. That's okay. Obviously could have comboed it better, but I don't think it's necessary. Whatever. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. As long as I hit 7. Or some 7Cs if there is any. Oh, these are actually TPAs, huh? Oh, but she's double 7C? Okay. Could he be just on the other side of this door? Let's go ahead inside and... Fucking bird. I wouldn't touch that door if I were you. Young lady, the barrier protecting it would instantly engulf you in internal flames. Whoa, when did you get behind us? Hey, old timer. Are you the master here? Old time. Ahem. I am indeed the divine beast, Fang Huang, master of this mountain. But nowadays, they call me Phoenix. Got a ring to it, don't it? Lord Fang Huan, we are the disciples of the Koryu, Lord Fagin. We have come with an urgent... Whoa there, simmer down now. There's a protocol to follow if you seek an audience with the great Feng Huang. Huang? Protocol? What kind of protocol? Oh, it's quite simple. Allow me to test your strength. Come, youngsters, show me what you're made of. I freaking knew it'd be a fight. Alright, let's battle. Let's battle to prove our strength. Oh, that we've already done that one. Actually, I kind of want to just. This isn't. I mean, this is more of a test, so it's not that much of a battle. So you know what? Let's do. Let's just keep what we have. Actually, keep what we have. Beat the shit out of me first. It's my king. All right. Anyway. This. Should have done a, does she have TPA? No. She has row and TPA, and 7C. Okay. I am taking my time, huh? Alright. Wait. Okay, hold on. I need to know what these skills are. Is there a delay or something in here? How am I supposed to beat this resolve? Alright, let's just try again, maybe? Just try again. Okay, there we go. So now we should do a board change to make sure we have colors. What do you do again? Changes boards to fire, water, and dark. That seems good. Seems good here. And big old combo. Alright, there it is. Wait a second. Not so fast? Oh, not so bad. Okay. I thought that said not so bad. I was like, what? Alright, oh, okay. Not so bad. Not so bad for a bunch of whippersnappers. That's us. Still a bit wet behind the ears, but no matter. The heck, old timer? You didn't even break a sweat there, did you? Yeah, I felt like you were fighting with one hand or wing tied behind your back. Just like when we spar with Master Fagin. Anywho, I believe you'll have something from Fagin for me. Don't you, young lady? Why don't you show me what that is? Oh, of course. I come bearing a letter from Master Fagin. Yes, I see. Hey, what's it say, old timer? It appears the situation is more serious than I had thought. This explains why my power's been weakening as of late. Your power? That explains what happened to the gate barrier. An unprecedented crisis will soon descend upon the world, young ones. If you are to stand against it, you will both need to awaken your power. Awaken our power? Head into the mountain's inner depths. There, you shall meet those who guide the power of the Guardians. What up, Rim 1? Feng Huang makes a dire premonition. An unprecedented crisis will soon descend upon the world. The Guardians must awaken their power if they are to overcome this threat. At Feng Huang's behest, they use behest again, the party heads deeper into the holy land of Mount Kunlun. Next chapter we shall go. Boom, 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 boom. If you're looking for more of like a PaD YouTube video, probably the most recent PaD YouTube video I think is the when we did the Pictionary MS Paint PaD with Stream. I think that's what it was. I think that's what we did do. Okay, Chapter 5. Chapter 5, Into the Depths. I don't have Gillian. Gillian's the red one, right? The red transforming dude? I don't have that. So, sorry. Those who guide the power of the Guardians. What could that mean? Who knows? Maybe they'll hold a hand over our heads, say the magic words, and alakazam, alakazam, us some new powers. Sounds like a bunch of hocus pocus to me. Shu Wu Jing, Zubaji, sorry for making you come with us. Don't mention it. As they say, good company makes for a short trip. Besides, Lord Feng Huang asked us to assist you. Yeah, if anything, I'm sorry you still gotta put up with Sha Wu Jing here. Still, it seems the road we walk won't be an easy one. Enemies incoming! Looks like it. Come on, time to throw down. Let's go. I definitely don't have Nadeko. And the name Pano doesn't ring any bells, which makes me think I don't have it, but I'm not 100% on that. But it definitely doesn't ring any bells, I'll say that much. Yeah, didn't quite get the 3 colors there. Didn't quite get the 3 colors there. I know which one Nadeko is. It's the Pono one, I don't know. Or is Pono the unevolved version? Oh, okay. My bad. That's why I didn't know. Makes sense. Makes sense. Didn't quite get the cascade there. Didn't quite get the cascade. I needed a double diagonal, which I did not get. That's okay though. It's gonna be enough to kill these guys. Already on the boss? Oh, this is just a little baby boss. Little baby boss. Little baby boss. Oh, Pono isn't the small version of Nadeko. Okay, never mind. I don't think I have that either, though. Pretty sure I don't. Pretty sure I don't. Oh wow, that didn't do that much. Alright, that's fine though. We're chilling. We don't seem to be in any danger. I'm going slow. It's okay. We're looking fine. We're looking fine. It's a nice skyfall. Did we get there? I think we got there. We did. I can't believe these fiends have already made it so far in the sacred place. What's going on? It feels as if something strange is about to happen, just as Lord Feng Huang predicted. Hey guys, is it just me or has it gotten dark around here? Yeah. What's going on? It's too early for the sun to be setting. Uh-oh. The 4 disciples break through the enemy assault and make their way deeper into Mount Kunlun. Suddenly, the sky darkens. Hours before the sun is due to set. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Who knows? Alright, I need to test this song. What leads have do I used lately? Lately, also just to show what you were asking for. Lately's probably been this lady, Virgil, occasionally Akine. That's not the team. This isn't the actual team, but Akine, uh this may be this is for farming. I do have, this isn't fully made, but if I do this with a if I do this with a Dante maybe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This team actually was pretty sweet to use for that farming that one dungeon or whatever. That was cool. I was proud of myself for making that team. Anyway, back to the story mode. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Chapter 6. Suzaku's Guiding Stars. What's going on? What's going on here? What's going on? It's so dark. Hold up. Night's still way off. What the heck? What is the heck? That's a good question. Well, I didn't like that happened. Okay. Getting into some dangerous territory, perhaps. Maybe, we'll see. Who's the nice Skyfall? Get there. Good. Look, stars. The stars are out. That means it's dinner time. Damn it, Zubaji. We're in the middle of a mission here. Caster, that's right. You aren't allowed to rest until you've played with us. Yeah, we've been waiting for you for a long time. Who are you? If you're enemies, don't expect us to go easy on you. Oh, so you're the current Suzaku. You talk tough, but I've got to say, you don't really look all that strong. What did you say? You heard him, Leyland. They want to see what we can do. Let's show them. Okay, let's show them. Let's show them what's up. Let's show them what's up. Let's show them what's up. They want to see what we got. Show them what we've got. Get that blue TPA in for some extra damage. Boom. So far, so easy. Uh-oh. Well, I don't appreciate that. I want to do a water TPA. So I'll do this. There we go. It should be oh, that water TPA Skyfall. Get in. Get in. Uh-oh. No, we're still good. We're good. Actually, let's do this. Yeah. Let's finish him off. I think do we have to fight them both probably? Probably, right? Not bad, but how will you fare against me, I wonder? Let's go. Let's go. Do still have the tape to deal with, but shouldn't be the worst thing in the world, I guess. Yeah, because we'll or cascade with the dark. Boom. Okay. Okay. alright. Let's see. Oh, that didn't hit it? Damn. I was kind of hoping it would. Still another turn of that, which is a little annoying. Okay. That's gotta be enough to get to the super resolve. And now we'll have blue. And the board's done. So let's do that. Good time to go for some TPAs. Couple TPAs in there. Boom. Easy win, easy win. I take it back, incarnation of Suzuki. Yes, indeed, you're quite impressive, both you and your comrades. Just who are you two, and why are you so interested in me? You're unable to sense your own power. Can't you feel it welling up inside of you? My power? Hey, Leyland, you know that claw you always wear in your waist? It looks like something's glowing. It's glowing or something. Okay. Oh, this? Once when I was a young girl, I came down with a fever and Haku gave me this Byaku claw to help me get better. I see, so the incarnation of Byaku is your guide. That claw, it calls to you, does it not? It does. I can hear it. It says, I will be your sword. I don't know why I gave it that voice. I just felt like it'd be funny. Embrace your emotions. Let them surge forth into a wellspring of power. Hey, Leyland, something's happening. Sweet mother of pearl. What is that, Mr. Krabs? It's a Mr. Krabs line. Oh, is this me? Damn. We are Suzaku guiding stars, the Gemini, Castor and Pollux. Awakening the incarnation of Suzaku is one of our most important duties. Some incarnations awaken their powers even without the help of their guiding stars. In your case, it seems like the Byaku claw you kept with you became your guide. I see. Thank you for guiding stars of Suzuka. Thank you, guiding stars of Suzaku. I'll have to thank Haku later as well. We did it. With the help of her guiding stars, Leyland the Suzaku awakens her Latin powers and achieves her ultimate form. The group continues their journey deeper into the mountains, where we shall see what happens next. Okay. Alright, so that turned out pretty deep. Oh my god, that thing looks terrifying. So this is probably going to be the same thing, but for, Karin. Good old Karin. Ew. Excuse me. So we shall go to Karin. Chapter 7. Seru's Guiding Star. Speaking of stars, the crystal shards. If my guiding stars appeared, then Karin should be around here too. I'd imagine so. The dark sky hasn't cleared yet either. After that, it's my turn. Give me that sweet power up. You really think they'll appear? They did say that some of us awaken our power without our guiding stars. What if I've already awoken mine? Excuse me? Please forgive me for being so blunt, but do you truly think yourself awoken with the current power level? Excuse me? What do you think you are? Ooh, we've got a live one here. I mean no disrespect. I'm sure you'll understand once you fight me. You see, I'm Spica? The Virgo, guiding star of the Seru. Alright, let's go. We know this person's a nice person, so I'm gonna keep this music. It's fine. We chillin'. She's nice. She's a nice lady. Nice, good red damage, good red damage. Not yet. What do you mean, not yet? What do you mean, not yet? Alright, well, let's pause. Let's pause while I look away for 20 seconds. How's everyone's Monday? I know it's Monday. It's not the happiest day of the week, but at least, you know, at least the work day's over for most of you, hopefully. So that's a thing, right? That's something. Counts for something. All right, sleepy. I'm kind of sleepy too. I'm also kind of sleepy. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's do this. Stir fry. That really didn't do a whole lot, but okay. Let's go here. Yay. We won. Does that mean I'm like awoken now too? Or nope, same as always. I don't see any real difference. What's going on? Are you really the guiding star of Saru? Indeed, I am. You would doubt me? Lady Saru, you don't feel anything? Nope, not a thing. I guess that means I've been awoken this whole time. That's not possible. Say, my lady, where is your weapon, the Saru sword? Huh? My weapon? I fought barehanded as long as I can remember. What? Since time immemorial, the Saru has fought with the blade in hand. It should have been passed down to you. Oh, hey Karin, don't you remember my spear originally belonged to you? Really? It did? Maybe this will jog your memory. Look, the blade on the tip comes right off. That's it. Your ancestral weapon, the Saru sword. I remember now. I preferred using my fists, so I gave that blade to Leyland. Of all the preposterous. Looks like it's time I returned it. I bet the Saru sword is happy to be back where it belongs, too. But what about Leyland? You're gonna be okay without a weapon? I realized when I fought my guiding star, the Suzaku originally fought barehanded, with nothing but its wings and claws. Now then, Lady Saru, take up your blade and let its power wash over you. Whoa, I feel it. Such power. Evolution. Digivolve. That was actually timed, not on purpose. The music just did that. That is your true form of the Saru. Now, you must return to Lord Feng Huang. Danger approaches. We've evolved. Folk. Karin awakens her dormant power using the Saru sword, since she recovered from Leyland. With their formidable new powers, they hurry back to Feng Huang's manor. Nice. I'm gonna need to get a haircut again soon. Maybe another couple weeks or something. Chapter 8. The Noble One appears. Uh-oh. This looks dangerous. It seems Lord Feng Huang foresaw that you would both awaken. Maybe he thought your new powers would save us from this crisis. Still, I had a bad feeling about this. Monsters have already appeared, already made their way deep into the sacred land of Mount Kunlun. You're worried about an old timer? He'll be fine. He's no spring chicken, but he ain't your average old geezer either. I sure hope you're right. Let's go. Time to fight. Oh, I didn't look to see what that was, but oh well. Guess it doesn't matter anyway. We'll have enough combos to do some good work. Boom. Double kill, kill. Check it out. We're finally back at Fang Huang's place, but say, ain't it kind of quiet around here? Lord Fang Huang, whatever. We have returned. We were able to awaken our power and what? No way. What, dead? Turned to stone? Old timer, I don't believe it. He's been turned to stone. Oh, I thought it was gonna be impossible. Even if he is a considerable age, how could this happen to Fang Huang, one of the divine beasts? What's this? You're all still alive? It would seem your pursuers have failed in their task. Who are you? Are you the one who did this to Lord Fang Huang? Alas, I cannot take credit for it, I'm afraid. That honor belongs to one standing behind you. Oh. Grrr. Grrr. The heck is that? Do be careful now. One whiff of Tiamat's petrifying breath, you'll end up just like that dear old divine beast over there. It's time to battle. It's time to battle, baby. What do we got? It's time. Here we go. I still haven't bothered to look at the blind ones, because I get +2 combos anyway. Oh, so far so easy. So far pretty easy. Probably gonna kill. Nice, nice, nice. What's this? You defeated Tiamat? It would seem you're all more capable than I was first led to believe. Why, you turned that old-timer back this instant. The curse cannot be lifted so easily. This too, you see, is the great influence of the great will. Ho 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 ho. What is your goal here, and just who are you? So many questions. I suppose I can answer one of them. Ian Min. Those in the capital call me and my peers the Four Noble Ones. The Four Noble Ones? The elite group of philosophical and military geniuses said to be able to hear the voice of God? The very same, but any further explanation would only be a waste of time. After all, none of you will be leaving here alive. Fang Huang has been turned to stone, and Min, one of the Four Noble Ones, stands before the four disciples. What are the Four Noble Ones after? Those who hear the voice of God point their foul blades at the Guardians. What's going on here? The fuck is happening? She, the light noble one? Okay, okay. Chapter 9, the light noble one. Let's begin. You say we're all going to die here. Give me a break. And all you're doing right now is pissing me off. Haha. And what merit does your anger do you? Does it make you stronger? Oh, you bet it does. And thanks to the old timer, I met my guiding stars and got my hands on the Seru's sword. You don't stand a chance. You're giving me goosebumps, Karin. I feel that anger of yours, Karin. Come on, let's take him down. We'll beat the answer to the saving the Lord Fang Huang out of him, no matter what. Let's roll. Okay, okay. That's annoying. What the fuck? I ain't trying to deal with this. I ain't trying to deal with these spinners. Yeah, that's more like it. I ain't trying to waste my time dealing with those. I ain't trying to waste my time dealing with those. Alright. Let's continue fighting. Get the TPA with the blue instead of the other color. Might as well. Boom. Alright, got him down below half. 92 turns, Jesus. He got spinners though, he doesn't. Well, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Wow, that did nothing. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just quick waste a turn. I'm not gonna do anything through that shield anyway. Unless maybe if I use the, maybe I could have if I used the, whatchamacallit, skill. My, spike on the Karin. Maybe that would have done enough, but I figured I would just wait. Oh dear, it seems I let my guard down. The Awoken Guardian's powers are quite troublesome indeed. Leyland, Zhu Baji, Shu Weijing, don't let him escape. Right. Aye aye. You're not going anywhere. Erg, what an annoying bunch. What are you wasting your time for? What are you wasting time for? Our job here is finished. Not another one. Oh, May, excellent timing. This rowdy lot have kept me here for far longer than I intended. Then let us do away with them at once. Finally, things are moving forward. Karen's group corners Min, the mastermind behind Feng Huan's petrification. But just as they do, a female warrior clad in crimson aura appears before them. Alright, good. I finished right before the song ended. Nice. Nice. All right, we're making our way. We're getting closer. The Flame Noble One. Chapter 10, The Flame Noble One. Despite how it may seem, we are very busy. We must make for the rendezvous point. So allow us to end this post-haste. What rendezvous point? You're not going anywhere, not until you answer for what you did to the old-timer. See what I'm dealing with here? Come, May, let us wrap this up quickly. Jing Mei? It appears this girl is another one of the four noble ones. My, what a scary face you're making. So you know of me, do you? See, I've been telling you this whole time he's got a scary face. He's got a scary face this whole time. Jing Mei. At the four noble ones, her appearance believes her belies her valor, which has earned her the moniker the Blazing Orchid. Please don't call me that. It sounds all old and stuffy, and it's not even cute. I suggest you channel that anger towards the task at hand. And as for you lot, prepare yourselves. Who the fuck is this? This isn't the guy. This isn't the lady. The orchid. This isn't the flaming orchid. Where's the flaming orchid? Get that TPA in. That blue TPA. Definitely good stuff there. A useless servant indeed. It seems you have forced my hand. Let's roll. Oh damn, she gave me +4? Okay, okay. That's fine. That's kind of okay. Alright, alright, alright. That didn't do very much. Sure. Probably fine, right? Probably fine. Okay, okay, we're doing some damage. We're doing some damage. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Do this song again because they're teammates or whatever. Let's go with a refresh. Get rid of these poisons. Give us some fucking hats, kid. I guess I should do this again. Some fucking hats. Blue Skyfall's nice. Hello, sir. Time to finish him off. Just gonna go raw combarinos. Take my time. Certainly gonna kill. Poof. Done. Who are these people? They just keep getting in the way and annoying me. We're not done yet, not by a long shot. That should be sufficient, May. We've kept them here long enough. Let the others finish them off. Trying to run, are you? Run? Don't make me laugh. Our preparations are complete, which means it's time for us to go. I did tell you we're on a tight schedule here. Let's go, May. Something is causing a ruckus near the entrance of the mountain. Ah, Karin, Leyland. Huh? Is that Mei and Haku? Even Sakuya's here? Xiao Wujing, Zubaji, I'm glad you're both safe. Master Zhang! Until we meet everyone, and when we do, I shall not hold back. Uh-oh, sounds mysterious. Karin's party fights fiercely against Mei and Min, two of the four noble ones. Before they can finish them off, however, the pair make their escape. As they do, Karin's group meets with Haku, Mei, and Zhang, who fled from the village of the Guardians. What's gonna happen next? You won't believe what happens next. Check out this BuzzFeed article. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. 2 more? 3 more? Something like that? Whoa, we're not going back in there. The reunion. Nice. We're gonna have a reunion? Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna have a little reunion. Chapter 11. The reunion? Alright. The reunion. Karin, Leyland, you're safe, thank goodness. Haku, are you Haku, right? There's something different about you. I could say the same thing about you guys. What the heck happened here? Ah, first we must attend to Lord Feng Huang. Is he really? Impossible. How could such an ancient divine beast have been turned to stone? Hey now, you scamps, I haven't kicked the bucket just yet. Huh? I could have sworn I just heard the old-timer's voice in my head. The Feng Huang is immortal. I've wagered that's why the enemy petrified me. I see. Still, we can't leave you like this. Unfortunately, that will have to wait. Haku, Mei, it seems we failed to give our pursuers the slip. Looks like it. They're relentless. Sorry, guys. Looks like we're followed. Come on, let's fight them together. Alright, let's go. So now we have the whole squad. Got the whole squad here. Of the girl squad, rather. Sloppy, sloppy. Just trying to do that. There we go. Still got it off. Still got it off. I think I have to skip this song. There we go. That's better. That's better. There we go. Getting closer, getting closer. Wow, not doing much. Kind of sucks for Mei and Sakuya are just like not fancy at all. They're just kind of like, wow, you guys are getting all these cool upgrades. That's great. What about us though? Ooh, sorry about that. All right, that's gonna be enough, right? There we go. Here we go. Grar. Dragon boy. Let's roll. What the fuck? How did that happen? Jesus. Sloppy. Alright, now look away for 20 seconds. Bum, 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 bum. I have to look longer because I looked later, so it's not actually matched up with the timing computer lady. Purtle look, etc. Excuse me. Right. Kill this thing. Do this so I can do the L. We'll be good. I mean, we might have to do 2 hits because of the shield or whatever, but I might even need 3. Actually, let's do this. That way there'll be a lot of red. And red means dead. Everyone knows the rules. Red means dead. Red means dead. No Skyfall anyway, so might as well just burn it. We sure pack a punch when we work together. We're unstoppable. Boy, gotta say, I envy you guys. You're like totally different people. Oh, Mei, we forgot to tell you. We met these people living in Mount Kunlun who call themselves the Guiding Stars of the Guardians. I'm sure that they could help you awake. No time for that right now, I'm afraid. The Genbu Gal's awakening will have to wait until this brouhaha blows over. Brouhaha? What? No fair. The Genbu's guiding star is particularly tough, let me tell you, Mei. Still, if you want to go, I won't stop you. That figures. I'd better take a while even just to find them. Mei, tell you what, I'll help you look for them when we're done here. For now, though, we gotta keep going. I'll help too when the time comes. Well, if I remember. Like I'd let you forget. Alright, I get it. I'm plenty tough as I am now, anyway. The Guardians, Sakuya and Zhang and his acolytes join forces and rest at the manor at the behest of the Fang Huang. But later that night. What happened later that night? What up, Vicious? I was reading dialogue, so I didn't say hi to you right away. Even though I saw you peek in. Oh shit, oh my goodness. Spooky. Spooky. We need a different. Hold on, we gotta get the music right for this. We gotta get the music right. It's not what we want. It's not really what we want either. Okay, alright, hold on. Hold on, I know how to do this. Gotta do this. Ready? Chapter 12. Nightmare. Where am I? Oh, this is Lord Fengwen's manor of Mount Kunlun? It's still dark out. Why am I waking up at a time like this? What is this overpowering dark energy I feel? Haku, is something there? All of a sudden this chill went up my spine and I woke up. Karin, wake everybody up. I think we might be in trouble. Leyland, Mei, Sakuya, Zhang, everybody wake up! We're in danger! Groo. The Sinister Shadows. Okay, okay. Oh. That didn't seem so bad. Shadow regains their strength? What the? What is that supposed to mean? I don't know what any of the blind ones are besides the one I was holding. Do I have a follow-up attack? No. I don't have FUA, right? So what do they want me to do here? What do they want me to do here? Am I supposed to Sakuya? I don't think so. This is troublesome. I don't know what's happening. Let's just keep killing it. Spooky. If nothing happens, we'll find out eventually. Or am I just supposed to do like Vengeful Howl? Alright, never mind. Let's just keep hitting it. Uh-oh. Poisonous something of the something. Poison? How are we gonna fight like this? What is this monster? Nothing we do is working. I wanna go home. Our attacks aren't even scratching it. Is everyone okay? Yeah, somehow, but we're all out of options here. I told you I should have awoken my power as well. Then we'd never be in this mess. Even if you had, I don't feel like that would have helped us at all here. Excuse me, what? You're trying to make me cry? I wiped my snot on your dress. To think we'd meet our end here, never to see the village of the Guardians again. What? Should we, Leyland, the Byakuya claw is glowing again. Oh, you're right. That claw, I remember it well. I can hear it. That same voice as before. It says, unleash my power. What? How could speaking to you from beyond the grave? How could I? Never mind. I'm not sure, but I think I can do this. Okay, girls, leave it to me. O Suzaku, raising the earth from on high, O Byakuya, tearing through the silent sky, I beseech thee, imbue me with your power. Okay. +9 out of nowhere. Right, alright. I definitely want to do this. Then let's go. Let's go damage. Okay, so far so good. Oh, damn. Gonna be weak in power. I'm not really gonna be able to do much about that, am I? Doesn't feel like I will be able to. Definitely don't feel like I'll be able to. Until I have another skill up, that is. 9 Grudge Curse. Okay. Let's just keep... Stick to the plan, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, chum, stick to the plan. Skyfall? Oh, get there. Damn. Damn. Still not enough. What is this thing? What is this thing? Ouch. I imagine something will change once I hit it below the super resolve whatever thing. So hopefully that will be this turn. Hopefully. Okay, it was. Now what? Rage against the machine. Shifting Balefire. That's annoying. Okay. Alright. I wanted to make sure I got a blue match because he's red now instead. Ouch. Ouch. Light seems like a good match to go for. Should get everyone involved. Alright. We're good. I am not gonna use Mei Mei's power. Because Mei Mei is poo-poo. Alright, that's probably gonna be enough. Probably gonna be enough. God, nice. We got there. Gasp, it was all just a dream? Huh? What just happened? I was so scared. What the heck was that? We all saw the same dream? Leyland, she saved us. We only got out of here because Leyland used her power. But how come she was the only one able to use their power? Leyland? The Byakuya Claw, it's trembling. Oh, it's going to break. Huh? Oh, it broke. I thought this might happen. Whoa, Leyland, what happened to you? What do you mean? Leyland, you look like you did before. Your awakening's come undone. That's fucked. Oh, I had a feeling it might. When I used the claw's power, I heard the same voice as before. It said, I'll leave this to the next Byakuya. To me? That claw, it gave us the power to break free from that barrier, but in doing so, used up all the power of my awakenings. If I hadn't, I feared we may have... Yeah, that was no mere nightmare. If you hadn't broken us out, we might have ended up trapped in the world of dreams. What about Leyland? After all she went through to awaken... Hold on a moment. Leyland, didn't the claw say I'll leave this to the next Byakuya? Well, yes, but... I understand. This time, it's all up to me. Okay. It's time to get real suspenseful. Are we ready? Leyland, Karin, Mei Mei, Haku, and Sakuya successfully reunited at Mount Kunlun. Guided by the divine beast Fang Huang, they decided to make their way back to the village of the Guardians. However, the night they shared a sinister dream. Who is behind the shadow? What is the goal of the four noble ones? And what key does Haku hold to reawakening Leyland's power? All will be revealed. The Four Guardians, the final battle. Okay. There it is. Story mode done. Pog. Jamp. Pog. Well, now we can actually play normal Puzzle and Dragons. So that's cool. Only took 200 stamp, not bad. Was there achievements? New story event rewards. Oh. So I need to make the that new version. So that's cool. Alright. Well, what are people doing with their stamina now? Oh, you know what I need? I need you guys' input on these things. What to do for all of those, because I haven't really looked at them yet. I haven't really chosen them or looked at them in any real fashion. So I'll need assistance with that. But before we do that, it is, it's time to, stretch. And so, because it is time to stretch, we need to tag RPB, stretch, and we need to go to the Puzzle and Dragons subreddit. No, not the Puzzle and Dragons subreddit, my subreddit. And we need to check out the PILs. Now, we got Serial Time, we have when Pixar accidentally deleted Toy Story 2, and I think those are the two. Or how High Tech Muscle Farm produces 7,000 pounds of gigantic muscles. So any of those seem particularly appealing? We'll open up one of those to start. I have a bunch of plus points. I have like. I have 95,000. I have 95,000 plus points, so I'm pretty good on plus points. Pretty good on plus points. All right. Let me choose a video then. Let me choose a video then. Let's go boom, and let's go the Toy Story one, 'cause that sounds interesting.
This is Creativity Inc. by Ed Catmull. He's the co-founder of Pixar Animation Studios. They're the folks who brought you Coco, Inside Out, Toy Story, WALL-E. Yeah, you've heard of them. It's a great book that takes you into the very heart of one of the most successful animation studios ever, and if you are strapped for inspiration, this is sure to give you a creative jumpstart. One of my favorite stories in the book takes place in the winter of 1998, when the folks at Pixar were hard at work putting together their very first sequel, Toy Story 2, which was due out the next year. The thing about animated movies is that they take a long time to make, and especially back then, required a huge team of writers, voice actors, storyboard artists, character designers, modelers, animators, editors, sound designers, a bunch of moving parts, and unlike a live-action film, which essentially involves just cutting together whatever images the camera captured on set, 3D computer-generated animation is created on a digital network, where various artists and animators hop in and out of interconnected digital files to mold and shape each and every frame of the movie to perfection. Every object you see in the movie exists as a digital 3D model. All of these models and files are dependent upon each other, so when an animator opens a scene in his or her animation program, every object in that scene, from the characters to their costumes to the surrounding environment, is loaded up for the animator to work with. This means that while in production, all of the movie's assets are kept on a big computer drive, which the animators work out of. Nowadays, these drives exist in the cloud, but back then, technical limitations meant Pixar had to employ large Linux and Unix machines to house the files in studio. Well, one fine day, for reasons Ed chooses not to dwell on in this book, somebody, attempting to do a bit of routine storage cleanup, typed a delete command into this master machine. Linux and Unix were command line operating systems, so instead of just, highlighting what files you want to delete on a graphical user interface, you need to manually type in a delete command, and then manually type in
and that's when the problem occurs.
You want to target. Forget to do this, or don't do it properly, and the system will just start erasing every single file on the machine. So, just as soon as this unnamed Pixar employee could type in /bin/rm-r-f* or whatever, all the files present on the Toy Story 2 master machine began disappearing. Imagine being an animator on the eagerly anticipated follow-up to Pixar's classic, and as you're entering into your 5th hour of the day working on a scene from the movie, suddenly Woody's hat vanishes from the scene. Then his badge. Then him. Then Buzz. Then all kinds of error messages start appearing, and you look up from your computer and you say, well, that's not good. Oren Jacob, a technical director on the film, was one such worker, and realizing the master drive was being erased, quickly dashed to a nearby phone to call the systems department where it was being housed.
Operator.
I need the systems department right now.
Hold on, what's your name?
Oren Jacobs, please connect me to systems immediately.
Who in systems?
It doesn't matter, it's an emergency. Get me anybody.
Please hold.
Ugh.
systems department.
Pull out the plug on the Toy Story 2 Master Machine.
What?
This is an emergency. I'm Oren Jacobs, the technical director. I need you to pull the plug on the Toy Story 2 Master Machine right now.
Well, we can't, we can't pull the machine. That'll stop the animation department from being able to access the file.
I don't have time to explain. Please pull the plug right now.
Hang on, let me call the animation department and see if it's okay for me to do it first.
We don't have time. Pull the plug.
All right, buddy, your funeral.
By the time the plug was pulled and the delete command was stopped, 90% of the movie's
Holy
files
shit, I
were
thought it was gonna be like
less than
50.
a year from the film's release date. Well, who wants to tell the boss? Galen Sussman, Toy Story 2's supervising technical director, was quickly informed and, keeping a level head, called over to the IT department and requested that the movie's backup drive be fired up. I mean, good on Pixar, right? Always back up your files.
Gotta have
Who in their right
backups.
mind wouldn't regularly back up the files on a $500 million motion picture?
IT. Hi, we had a hard drive issue today on the Toy Story 2 project. Could you just send the backup drive over so we can restore our files? Well, backups they haven't been working for the past month. We've been trying to get it fixed, but you didn't get the memo? Hello?
Well, now what? Less than 12 months from the film's opening, and the entire animation team would have to start from scratch. An emergency meeting was called between the Pixar higher-ups to decide the fate of the entire project. There was talk of delaying the film and even scrapping the movie altogether, but then a light bulb went off in Galen Sussman's head. Earlier that year, Galen had given birth to her son Eli, and being the multitasking action mom that she is, occasionally worked on the movie from home. And in order to do so, she had created a personal backup of all the film's assets
Clutch.
herself and kept it on her home computer. So Galen and Oren drove on over to her home, wrapped her computer in blankets and pillows, and carefully placed it in the backseat of her car. Driving what I assume was about 10 miles per hour back to the studio, the computer, Toy Story 2, and by extension the entire studio's last hope, was unloaded by a team and carried into Pixar like an Egyptian pharaoh. The
Clutch,
computer was
clutch,
carefully set up,
clutch.
carefully plugged in, carefully turned on, and the movie's assets were restored. So let this be a lesson, kids. Always back up your files and never use Linux. I can't wait to read the fanboy comments on this one. Enjoy unsubscribing 0.4% of my audience. This video is brought to you by Dashlane. Sure, as we've
Nonners
learned today,
indeed.
backing up your system files is important.
Alright. I have to pee. So, I'm gonna open up another PIL. I'm gonna open up this video. Pizza with wings is a combo conspiracy.
Pizza Mania.
Thanks giving you RT Strats. What's RT? Round table?
Thank you.
Oh. Well, I got a few. When Metal Cat was here and there was a bunch of people here, I ordered 4 extra large pizzas from Round Table and they were all different. And people couldn't decide which one was the best. They were like, everyone was French kissing with their slice. So I got at least 4 pizzas. Yeah, 1 Veggie Supreme, add pepperoni. Garlic chicken. I would also add pepperoni to that. Maybe a couple others. I would get 1 triple pepperoni and maybe mushroom. It depends on what people want. Triple pepperoni is good because you could get 3 different types of pepperoni. And that really is like a crazy idea, but it's good. Triple pepperoni with 3 different types of pepperoni is fucking next level shit. To me, it's way better than getting something like sausage, but I'm not that big of a sausage kind of a fan. And in fact, if it has fennel, that kind of sausage, I'm out. Pizza and pineapple at avoiding the puddle. Come on, man. That pizza pineapple shit is so old, dude. At this point, you're just obviously trying to get attention from people. You probably don't even like pineapple in pizza. You're just probably really lame. And, like, nobody likes you. So, you just go around saying shit like, oh, I love pizza and pineapple, so you'll get a little bit of attention. You know? That pineapple shit. Pineapple on pizza fans already know to shut the fuck up about it because they're gonna get their asses kicked for saying that shit. I, for a while, was ordering wings from Round Table. They were alright, but I've decided I double second.
What do you guys think about this idea?
I don't like the wings. I mean, I don't hate them. They're just not nearly as good as the pizza. I think that wings and pizza have this weird false relationship. In people's minds, even the business owners, it's like wings and pizza are linked. Wings and pizza. But I don't think that should be true.
Agreed.
I hate that idea. Wings are delicious, but they're separate and should not be considered linked with pizza at all. In fact, wings are way better when they're fresh. Reheating wings, not ideal. Pizza
Not ideal.
Can arguably be better reheated. Arguably, depending on what method you use,
And
could
the type
be
of pizza.
better than fresh. Each slice can get its own crispy crust.
Thank you.
If done correctly. So, if you think about what I said, then doesn't that mean getting wings and pizza makes you almost have to just eat the wings when they're fresh?
Getting wings and pizza tonight, ATP suspect.
Hey, I would too if I were you, but the problem is, when you get wings and pizza, you're just gonna eat a shitload of wings. And the pizza gets left over for later, which is fine, except, why did you even get wings and pizza? Because you're a fat fuck. But what I'm telling you is, even if you're a fat fuck, you could just get more wings, and then get pizza tomorrow. There's no reason to force yourself to get wings and pizza together. It's not necessary. You know? Is what I'm saying. They're not even linked. People always say, if you ask me, pizza and a Pepsi. Pizza and a Pepsi. That shit is linked. Or, obviously, other stuff. Even if you don't drink soda, Pepsi with a pizza is good. Hey, stop spawning.
Now,
the
I don't agree
second
with the
fat
Pepsi
guy,
part,
boy.
but he makes some valid
Best
points on the
reheating
wings versus
method
pizza
to
thing.
me is using a device called the PaD, but the problem with the
Anyway, now he
pizzazz
talks
is-
about reheating pizza, so we're beyond that. Plus, I have the cereal, or not cereal, I have my food mixed, so we can actually go back to PaD. We can actually go back to PaD now, because I don't need, you know, I don't need that stuff going on to, play that. This song is very high-pitched. Now the question, for real, is, what am I gonna do with all this stamina? Oh yeah, we were gonna decide what are we gonna do on the choices. Are these challenges hard to do, by the way, or are they, like, not hard to do? I don't think I really care about the plus points. I feel like it's either the monster points or the magic stone. But I kind of have a lot of monster points because I basically never buy anything with them. Not hard, but bring a good team. Okay. One stone feels like so little, is the thing. Because in my mind, I'm like, man, one stone is easy to get. But 100,000 monster points, you know, that's a good amount of monster points. But I already have so many monster points because the only things I've ever bought with monster points are like those extra seals or whatever. You get 2 stones. Oh. Okay. Assist invalid though? Let's just try it, I guess. Or wait, are all of them the same choices? They are all the same choices. Oh, this one isn't though. Wait. What's in this one? 15 Latin to Madra skill delay. Oh. Yeah, no, I understand what that you mean by the stone thing. Yeah. Well, I'll do the stone for this one. I don't know, I'm kind of interested in maybe doing the Latin Tamadra for the other one, though. Assist invalid might be kind of spooky here. But whatever. Let's try it. Let's try it. I probably should have used her skill there instead, huh? That would have been a smart thing to do. Pulled you out of reality? In a good way or a bad way? Hopefully in a good way. Hopefully in a good way. Also, how was your stretching? Or if you didn't do it, do it. What? How did that happen? Alright, whatever. You were on the phone? Okay. Just do it now. Do it, meow. Right, meow. Right, meow. Just do it, forehead. Exactly. Sorry. Okay, this isn't the last floor. My problem with this is if I do this and it changes a bomb. Okay, it did not. So that was lucky. Blue Skyfall's kind of nice. Okay, this is the last floor. Yeah, look it. Let's do this. Do a good old passion. One of these. Kind of a weird song, but Kind of cool. I've never played Ape Escape games. I actually don't even know what the gameplay of Ape Escape is like. I got no clue. Okay, so for the second one, the question is, do I go get the skill delay Thomas, or do I go for the stone, or do I go for the MP? Stone or MP? I'll give you 15 SDR anytime. Okay. I guess I'll go for the stone then. I have to take something off the team. Amatsu says 15 SDR too. Interesting. No joke, you. No, I believed you actually when you say that. I don't know. Do I want the MP or the stone? Yeah, I do get a stone from beating it. That is true. You're not wrong. I'm pretty reserved with my usage of everything. So yeah, let's go MP for the sake of it. We already did one stone, let's do an MP. Hopefully this is not going to be too difficult and I can just use a BF here. I do have kind of infinite, but I kind of have infinite of all of these things. So that's the thing. I have near infinite on all of these things. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. I mean, 200 isn't infinite, but at the pace that I use them, it's kind of infinite. I mean, once I've reached 3-digit SDRs, I don't think I've ever gone under 3-digit number of SDRs. So, yeah. I don't want to match dark, just to be a little safer, I guess. Oh my goodness, that's kind of loud. That game is loud. But yeah, 200 isn't infinite for a lot of other people, but I am kind of, you guys know I'm reserved with my usage and like everything, so it's kind of infinite for me. You can blame YouTube on that though, RPB. It's not, it is very unfortunate that not all songs are the same volume. But it shouldn't have been so crazy loud, even because I have it. It should have like kind of a limit on. Oh, I didn't know Yomi doesn't have an S block thing. Well, we're still fine probably. I just assumed it had one. Oh well. And it is a good song, to be fair. Did you stretch yet? The heck? Wow, that five across Skyfall, nice. You can't tell if it's a good song because of your ears are broken. You're deaf now. Rip. Rip. But I could hear you ask me. Yeah, that's a good point. That is peculiar. Alright, and then the third one. Snow globes? Do I care about super snow globes? I'll have to see how many I have. Since I'm looking away, I might as well do this thing. I've been doing this lately. It's kind of like for your hip flexor, sort of. You basically try to raise your knees like high as you can, and then once you're there, you like do little pumps up higher. Is the idea. I don't even know you could see that because I didn't make sure, but anyway. How many super snow globes do I have? I don't know why I keep getting that, unable to connect thing to Google Play. So I've it here, here. I think we're good, don't you? I think we're good. I think we have enough super snow globes to last a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. DMCA. Okay. Yeah, let's just do this. It seems easiest. Let's just try it. It should be easier dungeon, right? So. This song is pretty long. Delay. The only bad thing about this setup is that it can lead to bad changes. If I do her skill, they'll change into blue orbs and it gets rid of the reds. But I think it's probably gonna be good enough. I expect the lowest level one to be pretty easy. Oh, here's a question I have for you guys. So Monster Hunter Collab dungeon's going right now, right? So I assume we get a free roll of some kind. And then the challenge dungeon thing, I'm pretty sure it gives another free roll. So my question is, if you were a new player and you made an account, would you get the first free roll? Or would you only get the one if you were able to do the challenge? Like, assuming you did the tutorial or whatever. Because I have no idea. But someone was asking me that because they were considering starting the game, and I was like, oh, maybe that would be a good time because you like Monster Hunter and you might get that free Monster Hunter roll. And then I was like, wait, I actually don't know if that's how that would work. Okay, I make a new account. Do I get a free Monster Hunter roll right now? That's basically the question. That is the crux of the question. Because I assume we're getting a regular free one, right? And then we usually get like a regular free roll or something. Yeah, but if I make a new account right now, after the event has started, will I still get one? If my friend... Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. That might be enough to make him start. Let me see what I can do here. Let me message him. You stretched? Nice. Monster Hunter roll. How many days do we have left in this event anyway? To get rid of these Jamarinos. Two weeks? Fuck, did I lose the message? Oh, why does Discord do that? That's annoying. That's annoying. I need stuff. Let me do this. The usual, yeah. Yeah. Well, it did kind of start partway through last week, which was weird. So, yeah. Anyway. So I asked chat, and they said if you made a new account, did tutorial, etc., you would get a free Monster Hunter roll. You would get. As long as you did this before the event ends. He likes Monster Hunter a good amount, so that might be enough to get him. We'll see, we'll see. But okay, that was good to know. I had no idea if that was the case or not. So I haven't done, hold on. Check, I've done my ad, right? Yeah. But I haven't done Restore Stamina. So we do have plenty of staminas to do and use and such. So the question is, what do we do now? Also, I should probably change the title since we're done with story mode. NIP, PaD, and chill. I'm not gonna lie, I don't particularly feel like doing like Shura and what like that kind of thing right now, but maybe. Oh, all right, I should do these. How did I not? I didn't even know these were here. Do these have to be solo or can they be co-op? Or have you guys done these already? Let me go fill my water and we'll figure it out. I did do the first set when they were around, for sure. I just didn't know that there was a second, like a new one. There's a new one. But yeah, I did the second set. I'm pretty sure I even did it on stream, actually. But I got myself an apple too, so. Do you want the ASMR crunch is the question. Do you want the ASMR crunch, or do you not want the ASMR crunch? That's the real question. By the way, this is the original one, when it was part of the Earthbound Halloween hack, way back in 2009. This is the 2009 upload of Earthbound Halloween hack music final boss Megalovania. Pretty cool. Still a crazy story. Still a crazy story when you think about it. When fire and water attack at once for fire attack. Do I have enough friends? Friends! Should probably try to add this person. Did that one with the cursor. Dude, apples are so good. Crazy. The seed fell out. I don't know where it went. I don't see it anywhere. Oh boy. You're more of a peach person. I honestly don't think I've ever eaten a peach. because I don't feel like I would like it. I mean, I'll eat a peach, if you know what I'm saying. How do I know if I haven't tried it? I don't know. Instinct? Seeing them? Having people tell me what fruit it's similar to? I don't know. I actually really don't know. What does a peach taste like? I'm not sure why I don't trust Toby here, but for some reason I don't. It sounds too good to be true. Though I haven't even had a Honeycrisp apple in so long, I don't really even remember what it's like. Imagine actually comboing. Couldn't it be me? Not really. I actually like comboing. It's like it's like the main fun thing to do, but for the sake of the... Alright, well I'm glad I found this thing was here. I didn't even notice. I'm surprised none of you yelled at me to do it. Here's something. Excuse me. Alright, Toby's is still around. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. Delay. Do this thing. I was thinking about, well, I still can, if there would be any like morning streams I would want to do. And if I did, what would I do for them? So I'm trying to think about that a little bit. I feel like... I feel as though I might want to do something chill. More chill vibes in the morning. I don't know what exactly. And what would I do? Would I do would I like do it on a Wednesday and not do an evening stream, or would I do it on a different, like, you know what I mean? Sure, I'm not sure. I haven't fully thought about it. Maybe we don't get any Dark Skyfall. Oh, nice. That was close. That was very close to Dark Skyfall. So that worked out. Wow, this leader is stupid. This leader is stupid easy to use. Nice. Alright, so I got that out of the way. Is there going to be another Director's Choice gift dungeon after this one? Is there going to be one next week? Oh, the reason I probably didn't see it is because it started today, right? Or has this been around for like 2 weeks and I didn't know? Because that would be probably not good if I didn't notice. Yeah, let's look at what's going on here. Is this a pre-made or not that? Rules. Rewards. Rewards. I have questions. Strong leader? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's a 3% crown. That's probably not happening. Look away from my screen for 20 seconds. So what am I gonna do with a full bar of stam? Because I have the ad to watch, so we can do stuff. But I finished the Director's Choice, finished story mode. Is anything farming wise that I could do? I don't really like doing ranking on stream, especially if I haven't made the team for it yet. And I know sometimes when you do like screen recording stuff with ranking, it gets all funky. So I don't really want to have any issues there either. Alright, let's see what we would do first before I reset my stam. Did any Monster Hunter... Oh, you know what we should do? Let's go to Mailtime. I think that makes sense, because I might get some stuff from Monster Hunter rolls, and then with that, that might spawn me needing to do skill up dungeon, or who knows. So, here's the mail. It never fails. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail. It's mail time, baby. And we got some mail to go through. Ugh. We got some mail to go through, so it is mail time. So first things first, head up the time left, see what's expiring before the next mail time. We got some stuff, so it looks like we're gonna grab a rainbow, which stacks now, which is amazing. Thank God. Rainbows were the bane of my existence for quite a while, some box space wise, but now we're good to go. So now we get 20 magic stones, get stoned up, and a roulette orb. So that's good. Let me bring up the spreadsheet because I'm gonna need it. Gonna need it. I am gonna need it. Alright, so we got everything that's expiring, so let's head up to the front. And what is today? Today is March 29th. Man, March went by real fast. So did February too, but... Alright, so let's check what's PAL points here. This is a pretty good one to roll, right? I used all my PAL points last week or whatever, or sometime last week, because I was full on this thing. I was like, oh, it seems pretty good. Lots of snow globes and Andras and things. It's pretty solid. What do we got? Oh, a female hunter. We'll do the roll last, but let's get the points. Oh yeah, look at me. I was good. I forgot. I did good. I was good at the game for a moment in time. For a brief moment in time, and I got myself a crown, which is nice. Now I can open these rainbow medals and not have to feel bad because they stack now, which is wonderful. That makes me so happy that they stack. It makes me so happy that they stack. So let's open these because no one cares about them anyway. Alright, now let's refresh the mail. See what other new things we got. Top here. We got some stuff. Some more crown. You know, just some crown rewards. You know, no big deal. Just, you know, a crown. Does that put me to 15 crowns? How much box space did I free up? It was over 100 for sure. It was over 100 for sure, but also, hey, Microwavy. Hey. Oh, I got a friend. Friend. Congratulations. I wonder what this could be. It's my crown, baby. Crown 15. Crown 15. Nice. Nice. Plus points. So those are the 2 free rolls. And these. Am I getting the Monster Hunter equipped for 3 black medals? I did grab one, yes, because we kind of talked about it in Discord a little bit. And just being an equip that has a plus is pretty unique. It also has a big hand, which is, you know, a little uncommon. And then this can go down to 6 turns and does a bunch of stuff here. So I could see this being useful for a couple of different reasons, really. I mean, 25% for 5 turns, I feel like that could be in like a random ranking that has like very small preemptives, and then we end up using Zeus, but chalk this first turn so it heals every time or something, like something weird like that, I don't know. Or just having extra time for 5 turns, or who knows. I think it's not that bad to get 1. I know some people were saying like get 2 or 3. I'm like, I don't know about that. I'll get 1 doggo. I'll get 1 doggy and leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Look at those 100,000 points, baby. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice, very nice. Then those are a bunch of stones. The question is, do I cash in these PAL points now on this thing? What do we know what would even be coming up next, or what would even be better than this? Honestly, what would be better than this? The only thing is like plus points, right? I can't really think what would be better than these as far as PAL points goes. Seems pretty nice. That's of course considering that I have like all of the like Brunhilde and whatever types of stuff. Mostly Tamas. I feel like I got a decent mix of Tamas and globes and things. Let's at least roll it right now and see. So that way I don't forget before it goes away. That way we at least get to roll. Okay, a couple little biddies and stuff, that's fine. Alright. Ooh, 3 full globes. Nice. That was good, that was good. That was solid, that was solid. Okay, okay. I don't know, I feel like I should burn these PAL points in the mail. I just don't really see what's gonna be much better than what this is. I mean, unless like I really needed even materials or something. No one's really given me a better reason to not use it, so that is a point as well. The game must hate you for giving you all the Tamas. Maybe. Do it. Do the do. Let's see if there's any more sitting in here first. Okay, there isn't. We're actually done with mail. Well, we're not done with mail because we're going to do the Monster Hunter rolls, but in terms of we have opened, we can see all of our mail. There's not some sitting on the servers. I mean, they're technically on the servers, but like I can see what all of my mails are. Ooh, nice. Also, it's not like getting to Madras as part of the rolls is a bad result either, Vicious. Like, it's not, if that's like the floor, which it isn't because like these are the floor, but if that's the floor, it's not a bad floor. You know what would be sweet is if there was a PAL machine that had like pies potentially in it. That would be nice. That would be worth a lot more than anything in here. I would want pies more than snow globes. Why do I stockpile magic stones in the mailbox? Well, there used to be more of a reason that I did it. Now it's mostly just because like if there was still more mail to be done, I maybe would have opened them. But otherwise it makes it a nice little surprise for when we do mail time if there's some to open. But it's not really that important. But yeah. It was more of an important thing for let's see. I don't remember anymore, I'm blanking, but yeah. Knowing gung-ho wide pie will count every 10 rolls. Yeah, that's still though, that'd be kind of sweet. All right, let's do the Monster Hunter, shall we? So, March 29th, free Monster Hunter roll. Free Monster Hunter roll from challenge. Stop! If you have a free stand, want to help you invite our C9, C10? I don't know what we would do. I don't remember how to do them, and I feel like I'll fail, but here we go. 1, 2, let's roll something good. Something good. Well, that's gold, so much for that. So much for that. Not the worst dupes because I didn't have one yet. Why did that do that? Not the worst dupe because I only had one. So now I can make the equip if I want to or whatever, but Rathian dupe, but first dupe, so not bad because now one can be weapon. So his weapon is the one with the poisons. I remember people wanted this so bad back in the day when this collab first came out. It was like one of the only things that had like so many poison resist and whatnot. But now we have fucking 1 awakenings that get rid of all poison, which is insane to think about. But yeah, okay. Now, I guess I'll favorite this too, even though I literally have 4 unevolved ones because I just don't care. Like, should I try to actually make any of these? I feel like they're all like not that great. I probably should try to make one of each, but who wants to actually farm that dungeon, you know? Who actually wants to farm that shit? Anyway, let's do the other free roll. Star! Alright, I'll use my finger this time instead of the cursor, because the cursor was bad luck. Yeah, that was it. Here we go, diamond! Oh. Narka Kuga Googa Booga. We have a lot of those. Narga Kuga. 6th one. Rip. But yeah, this is why basically I'm not gonna be rolling this collab, because we've rolled this collab heavy twice in the past. So there's really not much that I'm missing, and just not many reasons for me to do it. We have 2 Diablos, made 1 a weapon. We have an Amatsu. Could have another Amatsu for like the loot or whatever, which is kind of good. We have 2 of the fucking this thing. 3 of Rathalos. 2 Mitsunes, made 1 into the weapon. Only 1 Brachiodos, whatever. At least I have 1. A Karin. A Seragios. Weapons of Valfalk. A weapon Magorla. Whatever it is. Gormagala. This thing. 3 of these. A bunch of these. 1 of them made into 1 weapon. 2 of these made into weapons. 2 more. 2 Rathala. These things. Some of these things. Only 1 of these. It would be kind of nice to have another 1 of these, because this is a pretty sweet weapon. And then these. And yeah. You think Rathalos got a new weapon? Poj? Wait, which one's Rathalos? Oh, the red one, right? Oh shit, what is this? Removes orb blocks, changes the top row into fire orbs, voids absolute absorption. Nice. Some of the 5 stars got 2 C equips. Yeah, okay. What other ones? I didn't know that. I knew that like this had a second equip and whatnot from last time. But you're saying I didn't even look at these. Delays any form. Holy jammers. Jesus. What else? Do you have a new one? You do have a new one. Removes orb blocks, changes the leftmost column to heal 1.5 water, 1.5 heal. Why is it a bug now? I don't like this one as much. I mean, that's kind of cool, but this one's pretty sweet with the RCV boosting. Brachiodos. Unbindable. Vastly reduced damage and no skyfall. Orbs to light and jammers. Don't we want him for his button though? Yeah. This guy. Cloud and some things. Changes non-heals to light orbs 3 times attack for light orbs for 2 turns. Okay. Seragios. The Rippas. Remove orb blocks, create 6 light orbs, 2 times attack for light, voids enemy defense for 2 turns. Oh, it has this thing now. That's cool. And it has one of these. Also cool. Some cool ones. Ooh, we want one of these. 3 times attack for dragon type, replace all orbs. Okay. That might be something I make. I mean, I have 4 of them. What about you? Nope. I think that and anything below is gonna have no new ones, right? That's my guess. You got batteries, then both my accounts. I mean, we rolled this thing a lot, so better things, yeah. This is one of our most rolled things. Gorgon, one of the best buffs. RCV, hand poison, void damage absorption and attribute absorption for 1 turn. Changes all orbs to dark heal and poison. That's pretty good too, though. But the base. Oh, and unmatchable orbs. And oh, I didn't notice the unmatchable orbs change. Ah, I didn't notice that. Nice, pretty good. Yeah. All about that base. I don't think Latins on equips do anything, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Pretty sure they don't, though. Okay. Well. Oh, I also know that this got another awakening on it, because I was looking to put this on something, and I couldn't find it, and the reason was because I needed to put another awakening on it, or something. or something like that. So some of the weapons got an extra awakening on them. So I think this one might have too, or maybe it was a different one, but either way, something to keep in mind. Some equips got an extra awakening or two. Okay, but none of that really makes me want to do Monster Hunter dungeon stuff. So... What is in... So RPB mentioned doing Challenge 9 and Challenge 10. I don't really know... Or what was it? Vidar, C9, C10? I feel like those were really hard. Or C9 and C10 were though, at least. C9 and C10 were at least. Right? No duplicate cards. That's right. I don't even remember how we did them. And then Vidar is the one without assist, right? Vidar is really annoyed. That's all I really remember is I remember him being very annoyed. Mine's devils for 10 turns. So that's the reason that this song, the reason that this song is on here, because this is from a game called Shadow Warriors for the Game Boy, and that beginning part in particular sounds like Megalovania. So when I first heard it, I was like, what? But no, this game came out in like, I don't remember exactly when it came out, but like 1992 or something, which is kind of wild, because, you know, it sounds so much similar to it. At least that beginning part sounded very similar. But it's one of the reasons I have it on this list, because I knew it would make people be like, wait, is this a remix of? No, this is before then, which is neat. Pretty neat, if you ask me. C9 we swiped? Oh yeah, we did. True. We did do that. Well, here's what I'll do. To start, watch an ad to get my staminers. While that's going, I need to turn on this light over here. Then close this door a little bit. The rain was crazy yesterday. I know RPB mentioned that in the stream yesterday too, but it was pretty wild. And then surprisingly though, like at least like the fields or like grass was fairly, I wouldn't say it was dry, but I would say it was not muddy by like noon, because the sun, which was nice. You actually started playing a new Monster Hunter game this weekend. It's pretty cool. I have a ton of friends into that franchise. This is my first one. I too have people that are into that franchise. Sorry, I too know people that are into that franchise, and they also are quite excited. I myself, you know, not really my thing, but it's cool. I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of games I feel like that a lot of people like that I just don't have that much of an interest in. Like many games that involve grinding, I just automatically have like zero interest in for the most part, which is funny because I'm playing this game, but like besides this game, and this is also why I've kind of mentioned that if for whatever reason NA servers died, I would not make a new Japan account, and I would also never play like a new mobile game ever again. Because I don't want to get stuck into the loop again. But yeah, like not even necessarily grind, like it doesn't have to necessarily be like hardcore grinding, but like also the kind of games that are I don't know how to word it exactly, but the non-permanence kind of thing, or like basically what I'm trying to say is Minecraft. Like that I don't care for Minecraft at all. Because a lot of my friends or acquaintances do like a Minecraft run like every winter or sometimes also in the summer, and I just have like zero interest because it's so much effort. Like they go so hard and spend so much time, and then it's like over and gone, and I'm just like, but why? It just doesn't. I'd much rather play something that has an end, like a beginning and end. Which Minecraft does, like regular Minecraft has an end with like the Ender Dragon or whatever. So I guess that's kind of okay if you were doing a normal playthrough like that, but they were doing like mods and stuff, which is a little more crazy. What's another game that's a good example of that? Oh, the Valheim game is kind of along those lines, where like it seems like it requires a lot of grinding, but it we're just going through my BFs. That's why I'm doing this dungeon, because it's low stam count. So if you're wondering why the fuck is he doing this dungeon? Is he trying to farm this? No, this is just the lowest stam dungeon I think that is here, because the normal dungeons that have less are 0 stam, so they don't count for using BFs, and I like to make sure I use my BFs every day because I'm a good BF. You're not like that creator or anything. I think the only way I could see myself playing would be to try to do like actual just like actually doing the story and like trying to beat the dragon thing, but even then I don't really think I would be wanting to do it. Like I think I would, if I were for some reason like ended up in the situation where I was doing it, I feel like it would only be, the only reason that would cause me to do that is like something to do with stream. Like if I had some super crazy stream goal set. You can't get into shooters like all like COD, Apex, PUBG. So I'm not even sure how to address that. I guess the short answer is yes, recently in the past like several years. Basically like 5+ years really, even. Maybe even beyond that. I have not really played many shooters. Or multiplayer shooters. I don't even know if I played many single player ones, but definitely multiplayer ones. I mean, I did a little bit of Diabolical and like occasionally a CSGO in-house with people, but I played a lot of Counter-Strike 1.6, like a lot of Counter-Strike 1.6. But it's just not like that anymore. Games just aren't quite like that anymore. There were so many not mods, but there were so many custom maps that people made community-wise, and then some of the servers that had like mods in them as well. Like I played Counter-Strike so long that I had phases or eras of Counter-Strike. Like being noob, just like going into random pubs. Then there was like, I'm sure I'm gonna forget some too. You know, deathmatch phase, doing lots of death matches, gun games, scouts knives, death run, actually doing scrims, B-hop, KZ, surf, like these. And when I'm saying all of these things, like each one of those things I listed could be a span of time of like over a year each. Or like, you know, anywhere from like 3 months to multiple years each for each one of those things I just listed. And I'm sure there's some I'm forgetting too, but and then Quake Live, played some Quake Live. Quake Live was so awesome. Quake Con, Quake Live tournaments, oh my god, those were the best things to watch. Rafa and Cypher, Toxic, just high level Quake. Beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. it's like so, it speaks to the soul. Oh man. I'm forgetting. I'm not listing everyone there, of course. Like there's plenty of others, like Sparty and Cooler, and you know many other people. But yeah, cool. I'm not really a fan of Quake Champions. It's just unfortunate that arena shooters. It's just not. It sounds so defeatist to say, but it really just isn't possible anymore for an arena shooter to be big, like some of the OG Quake and, you know, Doom and things like that were. Well, Doom Eternal, one player, yes, one player they can be, but as far as like an arena shooter, Quake Live, whatever else, in this day and age, gamers are too not lazy. Lazy's not, it's multiple things, but you'll notice a lot of the newer games that are popular are usually have something in them that allows you to blame something else besides yourself. Whether it's a teammate, whether it's RNG, like BRs are, you can really blame RNG, of course, even if you're going solo. And then if you're not going solo, you can also blame your team. Same, of course, in League and Dota, blaming your team. Counter-Strike, blaming your team. Apex, blaming your team, or RNG on spawns and circles and whatever else. Most games, you can either blame your team or RNG, for the most part, nowadays. At least games that are big. Fall Guys, blame RNG. Among Us, not really the same thing. It's more of a social game than an actual game, if that makes sense. But that could take hours to talk about, really, if we wanted to. We could talk about that topic for a very long time. But the same reason why fighting games will never be on the same level as a lot of the other esports is the same reason why an arena shooter won't. 1v1, you can pretty much only blame yourself. And most people don't want to do that, or don't want to deal with that, which is fair. It's a fair thing to not want to deal with, but it is sad that it leads to some great games or types of games not getting the attention or the big stage that they deserve because of how great they are, or how great it is to watch the best of the best do some of those games. Anyway, what am I doing here? What am I doing here with this 400 stamina? Really not a lot, right? I mean, I guess I could do Monster Hunter. Is there a 3-player thing? Is there a 3-player thing going on? Reiwa. I don't think anyone probably wants to do that, I would imagine. I haven't done most of these. What the heck? Does anyone want to do these? For the heck of it? Could do some of those. You can do anything. You want to do any of these 3-player dungeons? You can choose one. Just like put up a room and I'll join it or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember what's in Reiwa at all, but sure, like, I'm sure these two are probably easy, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Like, would I just be safe running this kind of team? Or would I need some other additional stuffs? I host? Yeah, but I don't know if what I'm doing is legal. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. I imagine you can do this. This isn't Reiwa. I just did the Gathering of Talents one instead because I don't know what's in that dungeon. And I'm scared. That's not Toby. Maybe we should should I do a 3 room? They're all easy. All right, whatever. Let's go. Poof. They're all easy. Okay. Boom. Ouch. What is this team? Oh, Valentine's Day Akine. Nice. Pretty good. Nice. We're just jamming and chilling now. I do have enough blues, so that's cool, I guess. Simple. Waifu team? Ah, that makes sense. It's probably true. Or they're afraid of being swapped leaders for some reason, maybe? That could be another reason, I guess. Seems unlikely, but could be. I like this song. This song's pretty nice. Kind of chilling. I like how I left the Santa hat on still. I always forget, like if no one does it for a while, I forget, and then when I see it, I'm just like, oh right, I forgot I did that. I forgot I didn't change it yet. So is this someone in the chat, or was this a random person? Because I mean, we're doing like the medium difficulty, which just seems like that would be a weird thing for like a random person to be doing, but maybe it is. Feels like you have 2 different songs in each ear. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, kind of does. I don't know, I feel like it blends well though. Feels like it at least. Well, let's do this. Poof. Got a kill there. I was trying to look for a way to not have to use the time shortening, which is nice. Oh boy. RPB linking to TikTok. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna wait to click it because last time when we did this, I tried to open it and not have it be loud at the beginning, and it was. It just was. So after this guy does this floor, I will open the link and show what I whatever it is we're doing here. So can I do that if I do this? Kind of, maybe. Gotta wait, because they got that stuff. I gotta do all blue. Can I go all blue? Only if I do this, and even then it's a little suspect. See. Oh no, I'm just too stupid. I'm just big dumb. Just big dumb. I'm preparing the TikTok. RPB wants us to look at TikTok. Who knows what the hell is about to happen? Or how loud it's gonna be. Probably both of those things will be true. It's Pokemon themed. Yeah, I can see that actually. You see that. Oh, I already know what this is gonna be. Cause I have it paused at the very beginning, and I know what the clip on the right is. So I have a feeling I already know what's gonna happen in the other thing. Is this the last floor? It is. But I'm still gonna show it, but it is funny that is how that worked out. All right. Ready? Hopefully it's not too loud.
Chikorita.
Why? Why would it resize when I click it? Why would it resize when I play the video? I hate this website. I hate TikTok. It's so stupid. It's so bad. Such a bad website. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again.
You are my favorite Pokemon. Whoops! Chikorita? You know what, Chikorita? You are my favorite Pokemon. Whoops!
It's so loud. Why does it always have to be so loud? Anyway, I need to look away for 20 seconds. But that was an easy dungeon. So that's good. But yeah, I've seen the clip of the hammering thing before. So once I saw that it was Pokemon related and it said like hashtag Chikorita or whatever the fuck, I was like, oh, I know where this is going. I think I know where this is going. Toby, do you want me to make it so it's just you that joins me, or should I make it a friends group or whatever, or everyone like I did for that one? I do have to pee again, so I'm gonna do that. If you get sniped, so be it. Okay. If you get sniped, so be it. I'll just do a two-person room, because then that way I don't have to wait for a third person. Which is annoying to do. Got your gun ready? Oh, to snipe. I was like, what? Cool, very cool random connection issue. Alright, very cool, very cool. Ah, yes, of course. Create a room. Sure love when it randomly is being laggy and things for seemingly no reason. Sure love that. Here, I do this. What if I do that? Turn off the Wi-Fi, turn on the Wi-Fi. Please work now? Dude, if I open all the stones I have in the mail, we might get to 3,900. We might actually get to 3,900. Does anyone know what that error means? Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. I really don't understand why. Oh, I guess I'll use your Hermes, sure. Sure, why not? Oh, hello there. Oh, I did 3-player. Fuck. I thought I did 2-player. I guess I misclicked. 2-player room. Didn't I do that? Maybe not. Maybe not. There we go. If you wanted to get in, you should have said something. Because then I could have done a 3-player room. But if I don't know that someone's gonna come in, I don't want to have Toby and I sitting there waiting for a random to join for like 10 minutes. You know? Not really a good use of time. Alright, and I wasn't sure if you were making a joke because you did like the emotes and things, so I wasn't sure what that meant. Because you could join. But I assumed you were making a yoke, as it were. I do kind of need to do a stretch, but at the same time, it's already 8. Maybe we can still do a short or something. Maybe. Well, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do yet. Oh, Skyfall L. The big damage. I could have cascaded the green there. Probably should have. Probably should have. Oh, I forgot to evolve Virgil there. I also should have done that. I also should have done that. Do you guys, you know, of course depends on your job or whatever else you're doing, but do you guys, like, watch streams during the day or the morning at all? I kind of do, sort of. Like, I'll put it on side monitor sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Or I'll just be sitting in there farming channel points. But a lot of the time, the weekends are different, but weekends are definitely a different scenario, but I think I mostly, you probably would if you woke early enough, just wake up and get ready for work. Yeah, like sometimes I might while I'm getting ready, like while I would be getting ready for work, or like making breakfast, eating breakfast or whatever. But mostly instead, I tend to do like checking Reddit while I'm eating breakfast, getting ready, or yeah, I guess checking Reddit or like or watching like a YouTube video while I'm eating breakfast. But that can change depending. Like I might still have something on the side monitor to wait if anything interesting happens. Not since you got your new job. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Excuse me. Demonic oceanic evil. Is this the last? It is. Alright, I'll do this. Sure, why not? Easy combo, easy kill. You get up at 4 AM for work, and you work at 5, so no time. Do you eat breakfast? I never realized how many people apparently skip breakfast, because that's like never been a thing for me. But apparently a lot of people do that, and I had no idea. Wow, I've never had this until now? That's kind of crazy. I've never had one of these until now? That's wild. I've definitely faced this thing many times before. That's cool though. I don't really think I care about that. I don't know about the others. Okay, okay. Alright, that's not bad. Coffee. Just coffee, no food. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess it's more of a common thing. But it's not good that it's a common thing, if I'm gonna be honest. Because I think most of the time, I think for a lot of people, the reason that it's a common thing is that they don't have time to eat. Because they don't want to wait, you know, because if they did try to wake up earlier to make something to eat, then they would have to lose sleep. Hey, hey, Vengeance. I think that happens every time that it's like my first time I see you in a while. I like attempt to pronounce the beginning of your name, and then I give up and just go, oh yeah, hey, Vengeance. Because it's like, yeah. Yeah, my breakfast meals are not big, I will say. It's basically usually just a bagel, cream cheese, toasted, etc. Though, it would be nice to have more, probably, but would be too much work, probably, as well. You eat 3 a lot of the time? I eat 3, like, every day. I almost have, like, 3.5 now. Not really. Sometimes I've been having 3 and, like, then, like, a half, like, mini meal. You could probably eat 2 meals on a day sometimes. I mean, a bagel, does a bagel count as a meal? I guess. What are we doing? Well, we did story mode completely. We did story mode, did my narrating, etc. Then we did these, because I didn't even know they were here. And then we just did some random 3-player things that I hadn't done yet, like multiplayer Descended Rush. Apparently I hadn't done, so I was like, all right, anyone want to join in and do that? That one's the hard one, right? Does anyone want to do this? I kind of want to just sit on the floor. You could see me enough, right? Does the phone come to me all the way over here, though? Does it disconnect? Not yet. But then I can't see chat. Do the hard one? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Toby, sir. What are you doing, Vengeance? What have you been up to? What you been up to? It's more we're just finding things to do because we have done the main things that we plan to do today, and there isn't like a lot of new things for me to do that is left, unless I did like ranking or something. But I don't usually like to do ranking on stream because I don't know, especially because I don't have a team for it. Though I don't know if it's necessarily a I don't even know if it's a pre-made team thing or not, so I have no idea. Well, I'm sitting on the floor now. I think this is the first time I sat on the floor playing PaD on stream, so that's a thing. First time ever footage, rare footage. Rare footage, rare footage. Okay. Oh, I should have transformed Virgil there. I didn't see that he changed up. You get any good rolls of Monster Hunter Vengeance or anyone else? I assume a lot of you probably didn't roll that much, at least like some of the old timers, because some of you probably have already done a lot of rolls in the past, like I have, so it doesn't seem worth doing rolls. I was asking if you've done rolls of Monster Hunter this time around, or at least done your free rolls, and if you got anything good. Is this song too loud? It doesn't look like it's too loud. It looks loud-ish, but not too loud. Looks fine. Looks fine. Oh, did like only 4 time, but only got all 6 stars. Anything you were looking to get? Well, I guess you were probably looking to get diamonds regardless, so probably did not get anything you wanted. Oh, I didn't even realize it was, I didn't even notice the VDP, so that's my fault. Nothing special for Monster Hunter Rem. You rolled 80, got 4 7 stars. Usually skip on MH, so this is your first time going hard on MH. That's not... I don't know if that's a good rate or not, but I do know that, I do know that you, at least got some decent equips out of the equation, which is something. Probably the best part about Monster Hunter, rolling Monster Hunter a lot, is that there's a good amount of fairly useful equips in there. You turned 2 of the cards into equipped cards and they were good equips. Yeah. See, that's the thing. There's a lot of... That's the reason why at least rolling Monster Hunter kind of hard once at minimum makes sense. Just because there's so many... there's so many good things there. So many good potential equips in there that it just kind of makes sense to do. At least once. I hope there isn't a preemptive, or else I am in trouble. Okay, never mind. We're good. I think, hopefully. Hello, nurse. Oh, right one. Alright, my bad. Do your best to make some combos. Oh, are we supposed to... Is this like a combo challenge? We have to do 10C every time or something? Doesn't seem so bad. At least so far. Doesn't seem so bad. This is such a weird camera angle. Okay, let's start. Can receive damage. Right. I mean, maybe I should have just done Kaiba and done the box thing, but seems like we don't... Oh. Do you have an unbind? Oh, you have Nini. Or Nene. Is that... Does she only do 5? She only does 5. You could probably still do enough damage, right? That's fucking funny. Probably still enough, right? Alright. So should I have just Kaiba'd there instead? Probably. Probably. But hey, we did it. So that's cool. That's nice at least. Want to do 3P Monster Hunter dungeon. I guess. Is that even efficient? In terms of, I mean, I guess I don't really care about being efficient, but it doesn't seem like it makes sense. It's only 4 rounds, so you would only get 4 drops max. Doesn't seem that great. Doesn't seem all that great. Do the Dragon Rush. Did we not do the dragon? I thought we did. Wait, where's the... Huh? Oh, this. I don't have an Unbind on my team. I don't know if that's bad or not. Yeah. I was looking for the naming. I was looking for the naming to be like the other one. That's what caught me off. Oh. Does anyone want to join as a third, or should Toby and I go doubles? All the hunters suck now? Kind of. Elemental, you can join. I just so happened to choose the 3-player room. For whatever reason. So you should be able to. Is that you? Valkyries? Valkies? Is that you? I don't remember. That's you. You're Valkyries? Oh, awkward. Well, I guess he beat you. I guess he beat you, Elemental. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, good. You're not mad. That's good. Or at least you're not gonna be bully. No bully? No bully? Delay doesn't work, feels bad.
Away from your screen.
Oops. Trying to do this. Oh, I didn't get the green out still. Never done this dungeon before. Time to cry. I'm pretty sure it's kind of different, but I'm not entirely sure. I will look away from 20 seconds now. So hopefully I should be good to go. Yeah, I apparently have not done this dungeon either. Because Black Elemental is the panda. Is the panda username. That's why I was confused at first, because I was like, that's not panda. Demon Slayer out yet? Nope. Nope. Your stand full, nothing really to do this week? Yeah, that's kind of why we're doing this random 3-player stuff right now. Kind of why we're doing the random 3-player. You did TA2 a bunch of times. Well, there is ranking now at least, so you can do that. That's an option. That is an option now. Movie released in April. So you're thinking maybe it would be closer to... Well, it is April now. Almost. In 2 days or whatever. 2 days. Wait, does that mean April Fool? When is it? Oh, okay. April Fool's is Thursday then. April Fools, the day where a bunch of companies try to be funny on the internet, and they aren't usually. Oh, we got you, internet. It's like, no, you really didn't. You didn't get anyone. Honestly, April Fool's sucks now. Because it's just been turned into like a marketing event, or just like a day you like literally can't trust anything that happens. Which is not really a good thing. It's not really a good thing in this day and age to have a day where you can't trust anything that happens. Transforms. Fancy. Fancy. Is this the last floor? Oh, it is. That wasn't that bad at all. But we didn't get the fancy. Giant internet meme day. Yeah, but it didn't used to. It still was, because like that, you know, regular April Fool's Day, but it wasn't to the point. It feels like it's so much more. I don't even know what the right word to describe it is. Like a lot more cheesy or something. I'm not sure what the right word is, but it feels miserable. Guess I'll do this. Yeah, it's lost its significance. It's too silly. Yeah. It's something like that. That still doesn't even really feel like the right word. But I don't think we got the that one really hard spawn, like the cool thing that can drop. I think that's why. Isn't there like I didn't actually want to do that. There's like this. Wait, no. Oh. What was I thinking of then? Oh, you know what I was thinking of? It was probably... What's that dark, like, space dragon thing? You know what I'm talking about? This thing. Azathoth. I must have been thinking about that, because I remember that was, like, at one point, like, oh, really hard to beat or something. But yeah. I can't believe I hadn't gotten a Cthulhu until today. That's crazy. It's kind of wild, even. So let's look at our loot. Look at my loot. I haven't really paid any attention to what's going on down here. Is any of this worth... Oops. Is any of this worth... evolving to turn into gems or something? Probably not. Super Bowl Sunday ads. Well, these can be turned into gems right away, right? Because they already came to us that way, so that's kind of nice. Does this turn into a gem? I don't think so. This does, but it needs like some annoying stuff to make it. I don't think it's probably not worth evolving these. Yeah, I know the things we got from the very last one are all gems, but I was looking more at like some of the earlier stuff. Like I think technically this can be a gem. They really should change it so that on this screen they should make it so that you can know if there's a gem. They really should add something like that. Because otherwise you kind of have to memorize it, right? Or am I missing something? But it feels really obnoxious to like have to like memorize like, oh right, Draggy's a gem, right? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Draggy is or isn't a gem. Oh no, you know what I mean? They tell us it's highlighted. Okay, well, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean it's highlighted? No, it doesn't. You mean when we're in here, and if it's highlighted, then like, oh yeah, we can do it. But that's not useful. That means every time you get something, think about this as a new player. You do a dungeon, any dungeon, and you have a bunch of stuff in your box, maybe some stuff that you want to keep. Maybe you have some stuff in here that you want to keep, like a pirate or whatever. Or like you want to keep a, like one of each knight, one of each guardian general thing, because you don't have anything else that does a shield, and you might need that for preemptive in some dungeon. So every time you scroll through, you have all these highlights that you know you don't necessarily want to do, and you have to scroll through the entire thing. I mean, you can type now, right? So that's one thing, but it's not a good solution at all, because it means you have to go here every time and then either type in the thing that you have or do this. But really what you want to be able to do is be in your box right now, so that when you're like, oh, do I want to sell all this crap, or do I want to keep any of it and turn it into gems? You want to be able to just be like, okay, is there something here that I can click to know that it's a gem? Or do you want me to have to go all the way over here, then go in here, then type the name of the individual thing? Oh, it showed up or it didn't show up. Oh, I guess now I don't have to do it. You see how that's like so much, it's like kind of a burden to have to do that every time? Like, oh, Hephaestus, is that a thing? I don't know, let me go in here, and then Hephaestus? Oh, it says it's not. It says it's not, okay. It says it's not. Alright, I'm just double checking, because in case I misspelled it or something. And then wait a second, he is right here. So the search didn't even work. Right? You see how that like didn't even work? Unless that's not how you spell his name. Am I spelling it wrong? H-E-P-H. H-E-P-H. Why did that do that? H. See? Yeah, but you also have legacy knowledge. You also have a ton of legacy knowledge, so you just have a lot of it memorized by now. But like, especially the fact that the search like doesn't even work well, like even further proves my point of how terrible this works for a new player, where they don't know, like they might, like if the scenario I literally just did was perfect with Hephaestus here, I'm like, oh, does this turn into a gem or can I just sell it? I searched for it in the thing typing, didn't show up. Okay, I guess I can sell it. Turns out it's a medium gem or a large gem or whatever it was. And maybe I needed that or something, but I didn't know that I could do it. It's like that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. It's definitely not great. It's a large gem too. Yeah, that's pretty not good. Pretty not good. Anyway, I'm gonna sell those. We'll figure that out another time. But anyway, that was a bit of rambling. What's the next dungeon? I don't know, we might end on that. Sometimes complaining is a way of criticism. I mean, I don't even know if I'm necessarily, I mean, I suppose, sure, it is a complaint. But if anything, I think that Hephaestus example is a perfect criticism example of the system and how that would be detrimental to a new player, confusing to a new player, or misleading to a new player, whatever word you're gonna use to describe it, you know what I mean? I feel like that Hephaestus example was actually so perfect. We used all of our stamina, we used the add, and then we used the add to restore stamina, and then we just did a bunch of 3-player things. I don't think there's any 3-player things I would want to do that's under 67. That's the other thing. I think most of the things we would want to try to do would be like 90 stam plus, right? Oh, I guess we could do one of these. If you guys wanted to do one of these, we could do one of these. It's such a weird grouping. How do I only have some of these? See how that like doesn't matter at all though, Toby, to this discussion? See how you're just like jumping to something that's just like super not relevant? Would you rather it be worse than it was? No, of course not. But why would you not want it to still be better? That's the question you should be asking. What is something that can be improved upon further still? Incarnation? I don't even know what we entered into. If I go into a different one, will you join? Is that what you're saying? Oh. Elemental's here anyway. Surprised I haven't done some of these. But okay, sure, we'll end on this one. Play. Oh yeah, I've seen you've been using Freyr, however you say this person's name, Elemental. I definitely can make one. Does she do a shield? I forget, what does she do? Oh, we can just delay them. I'm gonna delay that. Delay that ash. Delay that ash. I should have matched the reds, but whatever. Sky falls. Skill falls. Skill falls everywhere. There's been plenty of things over the time that they have improved upon, and it's been great. Both in terms of mechanic-wise, like things stacking, and in terms of UI stuff. Like, remember when you had to like search up the secret formula to do certain evolutions, and then you'd have to look to make sure the text was blinking yellow? Like, that was a terrible system. I mean, it was cool as an idea, but then when you actually think about like the player experience, it's kind of miserable. You'll join, but delay lets everyone else beat you in. Rip. Sorry, Gator. Apparently we're a hot place to be right now. Apparently we're a hot place to be right now. Yeah, I mean, there's been plenty of improvements for sure. Doesn't mean they still can't make things better. And things that, I don't think... You know, there's certain improvements that would be detrimental at times, like maybe would take up lots of space on the screen or, you know, whatever else, but, I don't think that is really the case for the thing I'm talking about. I think the thing I'm talking about would actually be like a perfect perfect thing for a change. Is this all bipolar goddess? I don't even know. I don't even know what we're in. Ooh, healed my HP, nice. What are we in? We're in... I can't click the menu, apparently. We're in multiplayer arena, two sides of divinity. Whatever that means. Yeah, people don't really do 3P that much. Except for certain things like collab farming or whatever. This is alt bipolar goddess, okay. Who are you partnered with here? Oh, Asana. Oh. Oh. So maybe that's something I could do actually, is partner with that. Same monster, but few rounds will have different monsters. Okay. Cool. That's cool. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Boop, boom. I was just opening Discord while it was other people's turn. I was like, I wonder if Toby still did the add message while it wasn't even, That's unfortunate. I kind of have to do this, don't I? Diagonals are hard. Whatever. Fuck it. It's gonna be good enough. He still did the message to remind people to watch the ad. for box space.
Oh.
The blip 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 blip. I was thinking like, what are like some other... I feel like one of the big things they did that people were asking for a long time is like box management stuff. So it's kind of cool. That was like a big thing for certain people. It was never really a big request from me, if I'm being honest. The monsters name search thing was pretty big. That was a pretty big thing that they added. Obviously stacking stuff and whatnot is always good. Though kind of weird that like the way that it was rolled out was weird, in my opinion. The way that they rolled out like stacking stuff, you feel like it would be, I don't know, just the way that I guess you would almost expect, like, why did it take so long to do certain things, I guess is more of what I'm curious about. Like, what made them decide to... Because they only did certain things at certain times, like in little bits of progression. Because I don't think it's... Maybe it is difficult. I feel like it's probably some flag that, or attribute that they add to whatever the monsters are that they want to be able to stack. I don't feel like it would be anything too crazy code-wise. I feel like it would just be some... Like, once they've figured out how to do it, at least, I feel like it would be some sort of flag or whatever that they would set. And then it's like, okay, now it's... That means it's stackable, and you apply the stacking code to these things. Maybe... I wonder if it was, like, literally just a decision of... They'll be happy each time we do it, so let's not do it all at once. Like, I wonder if it was like that. It is something I wonder sometimes. The way that they do certain things. I do sometimes wonder if they purposefully do small amounts at a time for certain things like that. Or perhaps it could just be that they have like a strict... I was gonna say, like, if they had like a strict release schedule kind of a deal. But even then, it still is like... Maybe it would be hard. I really don't feel like it'd be hard to set flags for a bunch of monsters. Maybe. I feel like you could write a... Yeah, I guess it depends a little bit. It might be kind of tedious. Okay, okay. Make some intern do it, though. I don't know. Oh, I timed out because 3 players stupid. I had to look away for 20 seconds. Yeah, I saw it was skipped, but it was right as I was turning back. Because I was looking away for 20 seconds from my eyes. If you can guess where I am right now in 3 tries, LOL, gift a sub. Can I ask a question, or do I just have to say it? Like, it's obviously going to be a food-related place, surely. It's either a food-related place or your parents' house. Like, it's one of those 2 things. And I'm assuming it's a... Okay, 3 questions. Is it a fast food restaurant? That's my first question. Okay, okay. Is it Burger King? No. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm thinking I have 2 Part of me wants to say Boomers, or whatever that fucking place is called in Worcester. Or I want to say like that works, right? Cascade wise that works. Yeah. Or I want to say like McDonald's or Wendy's. Between the actual fast food places, I'm leaning between like Wendy's and McDonald's, but in terms of, because you asked me the question, I almost want to say like Boomers or whatever that place is called. I feel like, is it not Boomers or is it Boomers? I'm second guessing myself because of like Boomer being like a joke, that I feel like it's not called that, but I think it is, right? Is it Wendy? I feel like it's Wendy's if it's like the true fast food place. I don't know. Or no, you don't go Subway. I don't know. I guess I'll say it's Boomers. Okay, nice. I wasn't sure if Boomers counted as fast food. That was my problem. I was like, it's like kind of fast. It's not Boomers, you mean it's called Boomers. I'm not getting Boomers. Oh, okay. Got you. I'm gonna say Wendy's then. I don't know. It does. I feel like it's not, but I'm not sure what else to guess. Cause I don't feel like you'd get McDonald's. Sag? Fuck! I didn't get it. Was I wrong? What is it? Dairy Queen? Oh, come on. That shouldn't even count. You know what it is? You know why? Because I've been to like a Dairy Queen once in my life, and when I think of fast food, I don't think of Dairy Queen. Because I think of fast food as like food, and I think of Dairy Queen as ice cream. So I don't think of Dairy Queen as fast food. I think of it as an ice cream place. But I know it, like it does, I guess it does count, but in my mind it doesn't like register as one, if that makes sense. It is definitely like, it's not a trick question, but it is certainly a difficult one to like try to, uh-oh, no hearts. That was not great. Oh, okay, you got some hearts though. Okay. Wow, you don't have much RCB though. Yikes. Dairy Queen people leave. Stakes were high? Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about my thought process though? As far as Burger King, Wendy's, and then like, Wendy's over McDonald's. I feel like you go BK more than you go the others. Also, you have to tell us what you got. You go to all of them, yeah. Yeah, but I know you go to all of them, but the ones that you're more likely to be at, I feel like would be Burger King, right? Maybe? Maybe not. That was a pretty slick diagonal. But what'd you get at Wendy's? I feel like going to something like Wendy's and getting like a regular ice cream cone or whatever is like, that's a rough play. But yeah, I feel like if you were to go to Wendy's, you'd have to get like something special. Because just getting a regular ice cream feels like such a, like why are you even going to such a crappy ice cream place as Wendy's if you're getting a regular ice cream? Blizzard strawberry cheesecake peepo fat. Is a blizzard the thing that's like a McFlurry? Are those the things that are like that? Is that what those are? They are. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know if I've ever had a blizzard. I've definitely had many McFlurries when I was younger. I would always go like the cookies and cream one, the Oreo one. I would get the Oreo one. I would get fries, dip the fries, sometimes in ketchup, sometimes in the Oreo McFlurry. Fucking delish. Fucking delicious. I got this, guys. Gonna make sure they're dead. That was pretty easy, yeah. That was pretty easy. That was pretty easy. Well, this dungeon probably 2.5 years old. Oregon drink? No. Not put them in, but you would like dip them a little bit in the ice cream, like the soft part. It is not an abnormal thing. Many people have done that or do that. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna end it there. Stam-wise, we're out. Whatever other ways we're out. I think I saw Randall KTO is who we're going to raid. Randall TKO is who we're going to raid. So you can feel free to say hi to him. Okay. I think he's still playing PaD, I think, yeah. Yeah, I will see you next time I see you. Doing the story mode was kind of fun, of course, and then did some whatever those quests were and blah blah blah, and we kind of chilled and chatted and whatever else. Little early of an ending, but I did definitely skip another stretch break, so I really need to stretch, and there's not a whole lot else to do anyway, so might as well just end it a smidge early, right? I hope you all have a good evening. I will see you next time I see you and all that good stuff. Hearts and A's and Purtle L's. Okay? Later. Say hi to Randall.